Hi, welcome back to the Intuitive Wonderland. I'm your host, Dr. Katie Williams.
I'm your host, Melody Anderson.
We're floating.
We are floating.
I'm going to lower this just a little bit.
There we go.
Is that better?
I think it's better.
All right. So just some housekeeping things up front.
Yes.
Some things to inform all of you about. Our Patreon is up and running.
Yes.
So especially for those of you who have missed the gateway, because we used to offer the gateway with the podcast.
Right.
And
Just
I know,
made it too long.
Yeah. And I know some of you have missed that experience. So if you're one of those people, or if you're curious about it, go check out our Patreon. We should probably put a link in the show notes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
To make it easy for people to find it. So I'm mostly saying this as a reminder.
Yes.
For myself, like to do that. But everybody gets a free 7-day trial. So there's nothing to commit to up front, and you can check it out. And there's already several on there, like 9 or
I think there's more than that.
10 episodes or something.
At least.
Where you can go and you can binge all of the gateways that we've been doing.
Yes.
So definitely check that out.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And so what else?
This last weekend, we went to Blue Mountain Yoga.
Mm-hmm.
They had a wellness festival.
It was enormous.
Yeah.
Tons of people were there.
5th annual.
Oh, that's right.
They've been doing this for 5 years. And it was in Squim.
Mm-hmm.
And we went and we had a booth and we met a lot of really great people.
Yes, it was wonderful.
I really felt connected to a lot of people that came through there.
Yeah.
And so that was great. Mel was busy the whole time offering healing.
Yeah.
She did energy assessments and brought healing sprays that she made. Oh my gosh, you guys have got to check out the healing sprays.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. We're thinking about getting some little bottles for samples.
Yeah, that's a good
out.
idea. That Andrea had a great idea.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yep. So that you guys can test them out, but they're definitely worth getting some. And you feel it almost instantly when it gets on you.
It disintegrates. So it's like the pranic healing or Reiki in a bottle. It immediately goes in and it starts disintegrating the negative energy in the chakras and in the aura body.
Yeah.
And cutting cords. We've got a cord cutter spray, a love bomb spray, which is very powerful. And then the aura spray. And then the mighty...
The mild but mighty.
Yeah.
Mild yet mighty.
Mild yet mighty. It's just a lot of people don't tolerate the essential oils, so we made a milder spray for those people.
Which kind of covers everything.
Yeah.
In a mildly scented spray.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So that's all good stuff.
Yes.
And then this Saturday, the 15th, is our first grief and loss support group.
Yes.
In Port Angeles at 3:00 at which room was it?
The something Carver room, South.
Yeah, the South
Raymond Carver room.
Raymond Carver room at the library
in Port Angeles.
In Port Angeles, and there you don't have to sign up or anything. You just show up.
We'll
be there.
Yeah, and it's grief and loss because not all grief is loss. Could be, grief can come up for so many reasons. So.
Sometimes you don't even know.
You don't even know.
You're grieving and you're like, why am I crying? I don't even know why
what
I'm
is
crying.
going on. Yeah, and you just might need some support. We all do. So it's going to be a safe place to talk about things or just listen.
Yeah. The first 30 minutes, we're going to kind of do the sit around, talk, share, get to know each other, offer support, creating kind of like a space for people to kind of just be. And there's no requirement of participation, obviously. And then the other 30 minutes, we're going to do the gateway.
Yep.
And if people want to stay for that, to observe or participate, more than welcome.
Yep.
It's kind of just whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be great to have a psychotherapist right there because especially doing the grief gateway, sometimes things come up and it'll be nice to have a professional on hand. So to help us all work through those things.
Yeah. So we're really excited to have that as an offering to everybody. So we hope you'll come and see us and connect and allow us to hold that space for you.
Yes.
So there's that. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else that we wanted to? You're going to notice some changes with the podcast here pretty soon.
Yes.
We got some new equipment.
Yep.
And we're going to be kind of changing our structure and our formatting. So if you notice that things are shifting, that's what's going on.
Yes, we're excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be really good. Yes. Anyway, so we just got done doing a gateway with Annabelle.
Yeah.
And she took us to Australia.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Neither one of us have ever been there. We've been practicing our Aussie accent. We're not very good at it.
We're not.
But Annabelle was. I couldn't hear her. But
for me, she sounded perfect.
I'm just like, tell me everything. I don't see or hear in the gateways like she does. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a lot about intention. Mm-hmm. And that was something that we've talked about, you explaining a little bit about intention. Is that something you'd like to talk about today?
Yeah, we had another plan for today's episode.
Yes.
And we had to put it off a week. So next week we're doing that. But I started thinking what are we going to talk about? And we're in the Lionsgate portal right now.
Yes.
So Saturday, when we were at the Wellness Festival, was the Lionsgate.
Yes.
8/8.
Right.
So that's a particular moment when manifestation is just amplified.
Right.
And the intention that you set for that time period. A lot of people come together collectively to set their intentions and work on manifesting on purpose.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of thought we're still in it. I think it goes to the 12th, which is tomorrow.
Right.
Where you're in that little portal window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we're going to have the 10/10, right? That's coming up in October.
And that's our anniversary.
That's right.
We found out that we met on a portal date.
That's so incredible. Yeah.
I know. Mm-hmm. Isn't that so neat?
Yeah. Well, actually, what was really interesting is in our gateway, we went into past lives.
We did.
Yeah. And a past life was brought up when we were best friends.
Yep.
As children.
Yeah.
But we didn't meet as children in this lifetime.
Right.
So that was kind of fun.
That was.
And interesting.
Yeah, in the gateway, we got these jewels that we took out of the wall. We unearthed them, and they created a past life memory we could look at. And the one that was for both of us went in between us, and it showed both of us. And it was really cool.
So rad. I love that because I love exploring past lives, just because I've had memories pop up of past lives, but nothing that I could grab onto and really dig into. Just I'll get a quick visual of something. But my son, when he was, I don't know if I've shared this with you, when he was about 2.5 and I'd go to put him down for his nap, his eyes would glaze over and he would say in kind of a panic, I keep seeing little girls and little boys drowning. And you know what 3-year-old, 2-year-old knows what drowning is.
Right.
But he knew.
Wow.
And he would say it, and this happened a lot. And so I'm like, what is this about? And back then I was Jehovah's Witness and didn't believe in past lives. So all of these seeds were being planted. Thank God.
I know. Ian talks about, Austin used to talk about his past lives more than he does now. Mm-hmm. He used to tell me he was a woman once, and he was at this fair. There was a really big slide and a big sign, and he was explaining it to me. But Ian regularly refers to one of his past lives where I was his child, and he remembers being an old man dying.
Oh, wow.
He said, I was dying and I was a grandpa. And I said, well, what did you feel? And he said, I was afraid. And I said, why were you afraid? And he said, because I was leaving my family. But he says that John was also his kid. John and I were siblings in that lifetime.
Wow.
Which is weird to think about.
Yes, it is.
But that's the way he explained it. And I didn't prompt any of that.
Right.
He just came to me with it.
Wow.
And because I think with the boys, I'm open and I'm we'll share. I think more is able to come through.
Right. For sure.
I'm not cutting it off.
No, absolutely not. How old was he when he was sharing that with you? The
first time, probably 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. That's interesting. Because how old is he now?
He's 8.
Yeah. And they're so much closer to those memories.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Brandon eventually forgot sharing that with me.
Yeah. I actually started making notes, and the boys would tell me certain things in the notes app.
Yeah.
I have these long lists of things that they Austin used to call me honey. It was the sweetest thing.
Oh my goodness.
He referred to me as honey. And sometimes in the video memories that we watch, he's like, honey, honey. And I'm
because that's is that what John calls you as honey?
Yeah. And I would call them honey, the kids. But only he did it. And it was so cute.
That is precious.
I just love it.
I absolutely love that too.
And he's always like, oh, mom. You're just mom now.
Yeah, just boring mom, not honey
not
anymore.
Honey anymore. Maybe we'll get back there someday.
Yeah, maybe.
So
You know, what was interesting about you and I had, Jenny had shared a video with us about this guy who remembers all of his past lives. And so you and I both watched part of that yesterday.
Right.
It was the video that I found was like 2.5 hours long or something like that. So I didn't watch it all, but he was obviously very humble about it. He doesn't seem like he's anything special. He just remembers his past lives.
Yeah.
So
I think that, somebody said, I don't remember who, but they said that the children that are coming in, they will remember more.
Yes.
So this is going to be a theme that we're seeing.
Yes.
That more people are remembering the truth about who they really are and the process of life.
Right.
You know, YOLO, not a real thing.
What's YOLO?
You only live once.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not.
Sorry.
No. I know. It's kind of frustrating for me too, because it gives me a little anxiety, because this lifetime has been difficult.
Yeah.
And I don't like to live in fear, and I don't like to think about that kind of stuff, but I would definitely hope I picked wiser next time. But of course, all these things are experiences that we're supposed to.
That you've embraced before you come.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they say. So
my mom had a similar response when I told her, will you come back and you do it again? She's like, why would you want to do that?
I know. Exactly. But we're all learning new things.
But it changes your experience when you know you've chosen it.
Right.
You know, when you're like, oh, this was really hard, but I chose this. Because my mom said, oh, so I decided to lose my mom when I was 9. Like, right. That's, you know, she didn't want that.
Right.
And that's what she's identifying with. But the spirit point of view, when you know that there is no death.
Right.
And it's all just life.
Right.
Is different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've had visits from my son. I've gone to see him only the one time. Actually, it's been a couple, but it's hard to remember them, you know. When
I try to put myself in your shoes with that one, I can't do it.
You shouldn't.
But that one I struggle with. Like, when I'm saying these things, I'm saying like, oh, you chose to do this and you wanted this experience. Like, when I try to do that with you, my mind literally shuts me down and I'm not able to go there because I can't imagine that kind of loss.
Well, I've always been that person that can think, oh, it could be worse. Oof. It could be worse. Could you imagine your child coming up missing and just never knowing?
Oh my God. I've gone there in my mind for sure.
I didn't have that. I'm very thankful I knew what happened. So, and I think I always tie this into being Scorpio too, but just death is not a scary thing for me. And I think it's all part of life because, like you say, it is, he just left the body. He didn't die. He just doesn't have his body anymore.
Right.
So and then I think that when I was about 15, just turning 16, we lost 5 people in a very short period of time in that year. And I think that was excellent preparation. And I lost my bio dad when I was 7. So that was great preparation for what I would be going through and what I focus on helping people with.
Yeah.
That's why the grief group is so important to us.
I know.
And
that's why you can connect with people in a way that others that haven't been through that cannot.
Right.
And we had that one gateway where there was that woman in the corner, remember?
Yes.
And she was very depressed and you were the one that went to her, and it was because you understood. You were able to connect with her because she could feel that you knew.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's pretty deep stuff, but I think that if we don't embrace those things and learn from them, like you say, how I could just be a victim of it and be sad and making it everybody else's problem when I'm around them. Or I could focus on other people enjoying who I am, you know, and gaining from those experiences rather than me making it their problem.
Well, and you are offering Brandon an opportunity to come through you in a way to where when you're shut off and you're stuck in your grief, that they can't.
Right.
You have to be a vibrational match in spirit in order for spirit to come through.
Right.
And so he's able to come through you. You have like this partnership with him.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he's able to work through you in a way where if you were stuck in your grief and sadness, that you would be closed off to him.
Right. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that's really special. And I think that was determined ahead of time.
I think so too.
That you would have that kind of bond.
I think so too. Because I was just starting to do Gateway with people like 3 years before. And then that launched it. It was like that made that focus become more, got more of my attention because now it had a real purpose.
Yeah. So yesterday I took Ian to school and I came home and it was just me and Austin. And we were kind of looking for something to watch on TV while we had breakfast. And have you seen A Dog's Journey? It's on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have been avoiding that movie.
Whew. I felt it.
Yep. So, because as soon as I saw that advertised, I went, nope, I can't watch that movie.
You could watch it if it were a human. But if it's a dog, a whole different ball of wax.
And I said, I don't normally watch these movies because I know I'm going to cry. And I said, but we're going to do it. And I turned it on. Austin saw me in a way probably nobody ever has. It was the kind of crying that you only do when you're by yourself.
Right.
The kind. But I let it all out.
Oh my gosh.
And he sat with me and, you know, the grandparents in that movie are very sweet and they very much love their granddaughter and want to be a part of her life, and they're held estranged. And then last night, Austin goes, I need to see Nana tomorrow. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'd like to go to Nana and Papa's. Can you figure out how I can do that? I'm like, why? And he's like, I don't know.
Whoa.
So I reached out to my mom, and she was headed to my sister's house this morning. I said, do you want Austin to go with you? And he can like play with Arya and kind of help you and stuff. And she's like, okay, I'll have to come really early. He didn't care. He was, I'm ready to get up and I want to go.
Wow.
And I didn't understand it until this morning when I made the connection between the movie and his desire to spend time with my mom and dad.
I love that.
He's so sensitive.
Yeah.
And he didn't even realize that was the connection. But
that's really sweet.
It made an impact on him.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, kind of sidetracked. But that movie does a great representation of the life cycle.
Yes, it sure does.
I mean, you start with the dog dying and like the first, like, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. Like,
right.
The dog is dying and you're like, what? I'm crying already. Like, I didn't even know this dog.
It was such an excellent movie.
And it goes through the life cycle of what a spirit does.
Right.
And how that spirit can come back.
Yeah. I have personal experience there. So I had a dog named Dozer. Brandon and I got him when Brandon was 10. And we got him used. He was 2.5. And I had him there. So anyhow, I'll skip all the other stuff. I could make it a long story, but I had him until he passed away. I was with him when he passed away. I was doing energy work on him to help the soul leave the body quicker because he had collapsed. And anyhow, enough of that. So about 3 years ago, I'm asleep in bed and all of a sudden this energy came into the room and it felt like it scared me. It woke me up out of a sound sleep, and I picked my head up and I looked at at my bed, and Dozer was in my bed with me. And I immediately shut my eyes and laid my head down and felt such a sense of relief and so happy that Dozer was there. And I thought, don't open your eyes. I didn't want to open my eyes and him not be there.
Yeah.
So I just said, don't open your eyes. Just enjoy that he's here with you right now. But what I heard in my head the moment that I woke up from that or right after I saw him close my eyes again, I heard, Angel has been with you many lifetimes or something like that. Angel was our childhood dog. So I knew that Dozer was Angel. It was just so cool.
When the boys were pressuring me to get another dog, because I had Kai. I had gotten Kai when I was going to UH-ELO. And him and his brother, actually, my boyfriend and I adopted Kai and his brother Toby. And we got rid of Toby. We weren't supposed to have dogs where we were living.
Right.
And we got rid of Toby, and the guy actually wanted Kai. But I ended up keeping Kai, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me. That dog is, I know you've had great dogs. This one was better. I'm sorry, but this was the best dog ever.
Oh.
And when he died, like, I still cry about him. Like, I'm starting doing it right now. I miss that dog. So I was like, I can't do this again.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to go through that again. That was terrible.
Right.
Grief. Like,
yeah.
And that's why I can't even imagine it with you. But they started working on me, and my mom was always, those dogs need or those boys need a dog, and they need to know what that's like, and all this stuff. So I start doing some research, and I'm kind of opening up to the idea. And my Facebook friend, who I went to high school with, had posted a picture of Gus. And she said, my son needs to find another home for his dog. Like, he's living in an apartment. He really, he's a blue heeler mix. So he has a lot of energy. He needs a home. And in the picture, he had one flop ear, which was like Kai.
Oh.
And I went, oh boy. Sent it to John. He was like, oh, okay, we're going to meet this dog. So we set it up to meet the dog. And I had told Kai, I said, hey, if this is you coming back, that's the only way I'm doing it.
Yep.
Because I don't want any other dog. I only want you. Mm-hmm. So you need to give me a sign that it's you, so I know that this dog is you, and I'm going to bring it home. So we're meeting who's now Gus, and he's kind of, doing his playful thing, his puppy thing. We're talking with the owner and everything, and he plops down at John's feet, and he crosses his arms.
Oh, boy.
Which Kai did all the time. Jenny calls them lady arms. Lady her dogs do it too. And just like this, and John went, look, and I was like, oh my gosh. And his owner at the time said, I've never seen him do that before.
What?
Mm-hmm. He hasn't done it since.
Oh. That was your sign.
It was a moment of, look, this is for you. Now, am I convinced that Kai is this dog? No, I'm not. But was this dog brought to us from Kai? Absolutely.
Right.
100%. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it happens.
Wow. And well, you haven't had him that awful long.
Nope. It's just been a year this month.
A year this month. Okay.
I know. And sometimes the boys are like, and sometimes he reminds me of Kai so much that I'm like, okay.
It might just
times not.
be later on down the road.
Maybe.
You'll be like, oh, okay, that's true. That's
Maybe.
You. Yeah.
Which is also why I was watching that movie.
Of course. That movie is intense.
I know. Well, this conversation kind of went a different route than I thought it was going to.
Well, we started talking past lives because of what was brought up in our journey.
Yes.
So, and I think there's a lot to explore there.
Well, and maybe that's something that we're in tune with manifesting in this portal.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Connections with spirit and how they come through and who they might be.
Right.
My grandmother, the one that was Christian Science, that I had a really close relationship with, when I went to a psychic to connect with her, the psychic told me, well, she's already in another body. Oh. She's already back.
Right.
Which tells me I literally could meet my grandmother in whoever, she is now.
Right.
And maybe I have already. I don't know. But that's kind of comforting.
It is comforting. When I was in Austria, I posted this on Facebook. When I was in Austria with my friend, Jace, she and I are sitting at a table and a family comes in with their two little kids. One's a baby and one's like a 5-year-old. And they go sit down and the baby never takes her eyes off of me. And every time I look at the baby, she's like, and waves at me the whole time. And so I'd blow her kisses and smile and wave at her. And then I'd go about eating. And then when I'd look at her, she'd be looking at me. And so at the end of, they were getting ready to leave. And Mom was trying to put on her coat and put the baby, while holding the baby and all that stuff. So I jumped up and said, oh, the baby. And so I was holding the baby. And the second that I put her in my arms, she just looked at me and melted into me. And the mom, this is what the mom, and I was fresh out from being a Jehovah's Witness, mind you, but the mom said to me, she knows you from another lifetime. She spoke very good English, and so did their little girl. And when she said that, I was like, here's your baby back. It freaked me out a little bit, but all these seeds were being planted. Like my son having those odd memories, and then that, and then starting to remember little glimpses of past lives.
What about the little boy in the movie theater? Like you,
oh my goodness,
you know, you have these connections with little people.
Yeah.
Who are closer to the spirit realm.
That's true. That little boy was so precious.
I know. I know.
Yes.
The thing that I really liked about that movie, The Dog's Journey, is the grandpa sets the intention for that dog to come back.
That's right. Oh, I forgot about that.
You know, he gave it that task when it was dying. Like, hey, you need to come back and protect. And it did it. And I think that alone will help people to start seeing it more.
Yeah.
If you just put yourself out there, just try to set the intention and then look for it.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Wow.
Sweet dog.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently the boys have a dentist appointment coming up.
Oh, you can see it right there on the phone.
All right. Well, we're about half hour past.
Yep.
I think that's about our stopping point.
I think so. This was a great conversation. Thank you for having that.
It was great. The way it just kind of came out.
Yep. I love it.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Yes.
And
I hope we didn't freak you out too much.
Yeah. I hope we did.
Yeah.
Let's push the boundary.
There you go. Why not? Exactly.
All right. Well, we will see you next Tuesday.
Peace
my
out.
Eyes on the target this
All right.
time.
That was great.